Okay guys, next step, actually displaying some categories right here and seeing the latest post from them. Okay, so I went ahead and created some new categories, some new posts. So right here you discover the latest post I created is at the top of the list. Okay, so I think that's cool. Let's go ahead and take care of this section right here. What I'm gonna do is go to my database using Tinker and see the categories I have available, and I'm just gonna say app category all right there, and I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. And I discover right here my career is ID of 7 and my tutorial is ID of 6. Okay, so I am intentionally just gonna pass career and tutorials right here because I created posts for them. Okay, but in a real world example, you might want to pass in the latest category or the latest or whatever. Okay, just the way you would like it to be. But right here I'm gonna say career and tutorial. So in my front end controller right here, I'm gonna pass in with some data, and right here we're gonna say career and we'll say category, and we'll get that with ID of 7, and we'll also pass in with some data, and this is gonna be tutorials, and would say category, find that with the ID of 6. Okay, so we'll head over to our index.blade.php, and right here we should have access to that data. So this is where we have our categories. Let's see that in the database, in the view right here we have Laravel 5.3. so Laravel 5.3, this is where we have our categories. So we need to pull this out. Okay, so what we need to do is actually echo the title of career right here. So the first one is going to be career, so we'll say the career variable we passed in, and then we'll get the name. Okay, the next thing we're going to do right here, we have column L4 and column L4, which correspond to 1, 2 and 3. So right here, if I just refresh, you discover we have career. Okay, so career, but then we need to loop through just one of these to actually display the career post. But career can have many posts, so how are we gonna get just 3 of them? So let's first of all take care of that. So for each career post, which is our relationship as post right here, would end for each and would echo out that data. So right here we're gonna use some queries to be able to get that data, just 3 of them. Okay, but most of the time you'll discover that it's not good practice to query your database from the views, but we can just go ahead and do it for now. So we'll say post, and remember, when you're using the query builder, you assess your relationships as a method and not as a property. So we'll say post, and we'll call the take method, and we'll say we want to take 3, and we'll call the get method to get a collection from the query builder. Okay, so post, take 3 and get the results. And right here, as soon as you get that, don't echo as said right here, just echo out the post featured right there. Okay, and right here it's gonna be the title, so we'll say post title, and I'm just gonna add a text center class so that it's centralized. So if I refresh right here, you discover we have 3 different posts. Okay, so working with a lot of effort and installing new plugins into WordPress, becoming a technology evangelist, all under career from our database. So there they are, and guess what, we're getting only 3 of them. So if we create a new post right here and we say jogging helps for better thinking, and we upload a new image, and I'm just gonna go with this one, and this is gonna be of category career, and we'll just get some Lipsum text right here, and I'm just gonna grab this one, and if I copy and I paste in into my summer notes and I start the post, right, the post created successfully. If I refresh, we discover we are still getting just 3. Okay, so right here we're getting just 3, even though we have 4 posts that are actually associated to that category. Okay, another thing we can actually do is order this post before passing them. Okay, so we can do something like order by, and we'll say created at, and we'll say in descending order right here, and we have to change that method. So get the post, order them, take 3, then get the results as a collection and loop through. So let's refresh and see what happens. We discover the latest jogging helps for better thinking is now right here at the top. And the next thing we're gonna do, we have for our career, let's just get that for our tutorials. So we'll get almost exactly the same thing. So I'll just copy this, and right here where we have this, I'll just pull this out. I'll pull this out, and I'll pull this out, and I'll paste that for each loop right there. Okay, so when we're looping, we're not going to be looping through career, we're going to be looping through tutorials right there. Okay, then right here we're going to echo out tutorials. So we'll say tutorials, and we'll just get the name. Okay, so let's refresh. So we have tutorials, and we have the 3 latest tutorials: dependency injection in Laravel, maintaining application state in JavaScript, and Laravel and Vue.js in action. Okay, so I don't think we should just do the third one. Let's just pull it out. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and remove that row, and I think here's the row right here. So I'll just pull out all of this. Okay, and that looks great. So if I refresh, it's gone. Okay, so we have our career, we have our tutorials. You can go ahead and create some new posts and actually include them right here, but I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, so our front page is almost done, but let's take care of our footer right here. So we'll just display the phone number, display the email, and we'll display the address. Okay, so let's take care of that right now. In our front end controller, we need to pass in the settings, right? So we'll just say with settings, and this settings is gonna be setting, and we'll get the first row, because remember, for our settings we just have 1 row. And right here, rather than displaying everything in our footer, we're gonna factor out our footer into an include, so that we'll be able to use it on multiple pages. So we'll say includes dot footer. Okay, so in our includes directory, we're gonna create a footer dot blade.php, and we'll paste in that data. Okay, so we need to echo out some data. So right here, we're gonna have the phone number. So it's gonna be settings, contact number, and right here we're gonna have settings, and we'll have contact email from our settings table, and right here we're gonna have settings address right there. Okay, so if I refresh, we have the footer, and this is coming out from our database. How cool is that? So if I go to my settings and I say I don't want this Europe, or I just want PT, I can update the site settings, and I can refresh, and there I have just this. Okay, so that looks cool. I'm just leaving the data right there because it looks pretty. But if you want to edit it, you can also involve some fields right here that is gonna generate this data dynamically. Okay, so I think the learning purposes here are just pretty clear. So we also need to echo out the name of the company right there. So what we're gonna do right here, we're gonna echo out the settings, and would say site name. Okay, so if I refresh that, we have Laravel's blog. Excellent. So we need to actually get a field in our settings table that is gonna generate this about data dynamically. Okay, so we're gonna get that in a later video, but right now I think this home page is working. But for this area that we're gonna take care of, no problem, and everything looks great. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video.